All right, what's going on, Giants fans? Doing another free agent film breakdown. Today, we're doing Reggie Ragland. Reggie Ragland, the linebacker, inside linebacker slash outside linebacker. I view him more primarily as an inside linebacker. Um, Alabama connection with Joe Judge. Now, Joe Judge left the year before he got to Alabama in 2012. He gets drafted in the second round, plays for a few years for the Chiefs. Supposedly everyone likes him in this past year, played at the Lions. An okay season. The Giants get him at the minimum, so good deal for the Giants when they need someone at this spot. And we'll get to the film in a second. Need somebody at this spot. You know, David Mayo signed with Washington. Devontae Downs was horrible. So right now they only had Blake Martinez, Tay Crowder. You like both those guys. T.J. Brunson, I'm just not a believer in him. So I do think Reggie's going to come in and compete with Tay Crowder for the linebacker number 2 spot next to Blake Martinez. Anyways, before we go any further, like, subscribe, bam, bam, bam. I've been saying on these free agent videos, subscribe right now. If you don't like the channel at the end of the video, unsubscribe. So, I didn't know much about him before this. I had no preconceived notions. But when he was signed, everyone said, oh, he's a run stuffer. He's a run stuffer. Not great in coverage. Or not great against the pass. When I look at him, and we're going to go through it, I view him as someone who's plays aggressive in zone coverage and turns his zone into man coverage. And that's something I look for in linebackers. I see someone who's a pretty effective blitzer who can, get around the edge a little bit when he's put there. And then in the run game, I think he's a little undecisive and he has a really hard time getting off blocks. I think he's okay in the run game, but I don't view him as a run stuffer at all. Now, I do think he will benefit from playing in the Giants system behind good defensive linemen next to a Blake Martinez and being like, hey, this is your gap, hit it and go. Hit it and go. But anyways, we're going to go through the pass defense first. So we're going to talk about coverage and pass rush first, and then we'll go into the run D. Let's get into it. So I'll point out before he's played, but he's the one who has his undershirt untucked. So that's a good way to recognize him on this. So we got zone coverage. Cover 2. And what I like about this is a lot of linebackers in the middle with this is they'll just sit right here and let this guy come across and let the QB make the throw that he wants. With him, he follows. He turns his zone coverage into man coverage. Instead of just sitting right here or covering, in Tampa 2, covering the logo, follows. And that's Terry McLaurin, too. You see, he's there with him, At least until safety help gets there. So that's what I like about him in coverage. So like I said, we're going to be going back and forth between pass rush and pass coverage. Got him lined up here in the B gap. Bam, a little out of control, but good. We're going from here. Nice little move inside. He just gets beautifully inside. And he's just so out of control that he bams into the center. But still, putting pressure on Alex Smith. And leading to a sack. He doesn't get the sack, but that leads to a sack. Again, got him lined up right here. This is beautiful. One, here what we're doing. He's trying to set up the stunt. So he's trying to occupy this guard. And that's exactly what he does. He just wants to get upfield. And he does exactly that, allowing for this guy to loop around. And even with that, he beats the block. The tackle isn't coming down. So say this guard picked it up. Well, guess what? Then Reggie has the sack. But he ends up getting a QB hit. But nonetheless, that's run beautifully. And he does his part. He's the one who makes that play go. He's the guy who makes that play go. Got him lined up here. You just see him sniff out a screen play. Sees the running back. Oh, this is a screen. I see these guys trying to get out in space. Close in on it. Even if that ball's not thrown in the grass, he's there to stop it. Got him lined up here on this play. Again, this doesn't look like anything special, but it's good. Good passing off. So what are we doing? Most immediate threat is 83 in the slot. Let's see what he's doing. I'm going to play with him. I'm going to go where he goes. Okay, I'm going to pass that off because I see Terry McLaurin coming on a drag. Okay, I'll take care of that. Now the ball gets thrown at that point. But it's just that ability to turn your zone into man and knowing when to pass it off. Got him lined up here on the line of scrimmage on this play. Just good zone. Like I said. Plays his zone. Sees McLaurin coming on a drag. I'm going to go with it. Ball gets thrown. Incomplete. Thrown to someone else. Got him lined up here on this one. Very similar. Okay, I got Cam Sims, number 89, in the slot. Let me play with him. See if that out route's there, if my corner's going to be there. Now, again, I got the drag underneath. Let me close in on it. So again, that play doesn't look like anything special for Reggie, but it's that's the stuff I look for. And especially like guys coming out of college, that's the stuff I look for. Now we got him out here on the edge on this play. Outside, bam, in. Sets the tackle up, gets those hips open, shoots inside. Ball comes out quick on that one. Got him lined up here in the Tampa 2 where he has to cover, the logo. Thomas is going to come across. What does he do? Or sorry, not Thomas. The slot receiver is going to come up the middle. Across here. He sees it and takes care of it. I'm telling you, you don't realize how many linebackers in the NFL don't do this. It's crazy. It's maddening when linebackers in the NFL don't do this. Now we got him here versus the Saints in this game. Got him lined up right here. Just, his responsibility is to, if Kamara stays in, blitz. If not, put him in man. Gets out there. Kamara could have shook him, or would have shook him. But that's Alvin Kamara too, so I'm not going to be mad at him for that. Lined up here in the B gap. Sack. Bam. Just good get off. Good get off. Now watch the hands. Nothing crazy. But those hands takes his right arm, rips through, make sure he gets the hands off. Now it's time to eat. Time to eat. Lined up here in the B gap on this one, going to rush the passer. Lines up. Now he gets set up for the stunt. Where 90 is going to come and force this center upfield. Now he gets to loop around and get the QB hit. So again, I like him in the pass game, man, and I really value that more than a run stuffer in my inside linebacker too, especially in today's NFL. All right, now let's look at the run game. Some good, some bad. Nothing is horrible, but I don't think anything is great about his run defense either. Here, they're going to run a reverse. I like that he's aggressive on it, though. Plays his gap, shoots it, and obviously, that guy misses the tackle. But that's a 10-yard tackle for a loss. It's not the craziest play, but you do your job, you get those results. Lined up here on this one. Just solid gap football. Flowing, staying in his gap. Makes a tackle. Like I said, good play. Good play, nothing special. Got him lined up right here. Gets caught up with this offensive lineman. You see, he has a hard time shutting those blocks. One, he takes it head up. I mean, he is head up, helmet to helmet with this offensive lineman. You got to pick whichever gap you are, which is this one. Play it, man. Hit that gap. Don't let him move you like that. Again, you don't have to be the strongest guy. You don't have to be the best at shutting blocks. But if you shoot a gap and you hit it at the right angle, well, it doesn't really matter how good you are shutting blocks. Got him lined up right here. Now this is good gap football. Beautiful. Reads it perfectly. Not my issue, but go. You see it. You've read it correctly. That's your gap. You realize, trust that this guy is covering it outside. Trust that he's going to cover his gap. And just go. Fly and go. But instead, he lets the runner come to him. The runner gets to fall, forward for an extra 2 yards. Again, trust your guys. If you hit this at full speed, you might have a tackle right here. And if he screws it up, well, guess what? When you watch the film, you're gonna be the one that doesn't get reamed out on that play. It's gonna be him. We got him lined up here. Again, just these outside plays, you got to get over the top, man. He lets his O-lineman pick him up. And then he misses the tackle on top of it. Well, the corner misses the tackle too. I mean, that's an awesome juke by Gibson, I can't lie. But he does miss the tackle on that one. Here, you got him on the edge. You just see this left tackle just handle him. Like that left tackle just dominates him on that play. He has a hard time shedding blocks. Now we're in the Saints game. Got him in this. This is what I like, and this is what I want to see him do. Now, obviously, you're not going to have him line up this close to the line of scrimmage. Shoot your gap. Again, see what happens when you shoot your gap? You don't need to be great at shedding a block. You just, guess what? You have your gap taken care of. It's not his fault that this is schemed badly and there's no one out here. That's not his fault. Shoots that gap, and you've done your job. You've taken up that hole. You have stopped where Alvin Kamara wants to go. Instead of letting this guy give you a head up and Kamara can read off of whichever way the offensive line is blocking you. That's the kind of stuff I like. Again, it's not his fault that that's schemed badly. Got him lined up here. Same thing. Now the center cuts on him. Okay. Get him down. Bam. Meet Kamara for a tackle. Good stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like out of him. Got him lined up on the edge, and he lined up in the edge a lot in this game. Here. This is the stuff I like. Okay, you're going to lean. Going to use my hands to keep you off me. Bam. Good play. Good play. Got him lined up here on this one. Again, uses his speed. Hands, keeps those hands off him. Agility, lateral mobility, all the abilities. Good stuff. Help out on the tackle. Don't let him gain another yard. Good stuff, Reggie. Good stuff, Reggie. Now I got him lined up here, and this is going to be a draw play, and he does a great job reading this. Well, first, again, good hands, and watch him pull. Do the pull. Sheds the block. So, like I said, he's not great at shedding blocks, but he sheds the block on that one. What I don't like is he wraps up right here, and I get there's forward momentum, but he gets ridden in for a he rides him in for a touchdown. That ends up being a touchdown. I would like to see him stop that, but that's also a team effort kind of thing. Got him lined up on the edge right here. The puller is just going to kill him. Not kill him, but I mean, that puller dominates him. I mean, that's a beautiful block by the center. Moves him. Now he helps out on the tackle, but that's not because he did the right job or that center did a bad job blocking him. Got him lined up here in the A-gap. Just shoot the A-gap. This is the stuff I like. That's when he feels good, man, and he feels aggressive, like, hey, just play your gap. Guess what? You beat him. You cross your face. You've done your job. And now he's got to dance, and you got to tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's the kind of stuff I like, man. Again, sorry. Shoot your gap. Go. That's the way Reggie should play. That's how he becomes a starter for the New York Giants. Got him lined up on the edge here. I think this is the last play. Again, good hands. Good agility. It's like if you're going to lean, I'm going to keep your hands off of me, and I'm going to get sideways. Bam, and I'm going to close down and make a tackle. Beautiful. So you see the good flashes in the run defense. But I think he just needs to be more aggressive, man. When he feels confident in what he's doing, it's awesome. But it's just times where he's reading a little bit, and then when he does get that head up block, he's just not great at shedding those. And I don't think that's something he's gonna I don't think he's gonna become great at shedding blocks like that. So Anyways, Reggie, I like him. He's going to compete with Tate Crowder for this, the inside linebacker job next to Blake Martinez. Come in, good deal. Good job, Joe Judge, Dave Gettleman, on getting these type of contracts, man. Low risk, high reward. And yeah, like, subscribe, check out the other free agent breakdowns, and we'll see you on the next one. Let's go, Big Blue.